Okay, Company Research Agent. Why have we included this? Because it is kind of still improving. And well, one of the things I want to highlight is that you can trigger it to run automatically. That's the first thing. Actually, I should say that for maybe not all, but for many of the agents, when they were initially rolling out, you'd kind of just run it manually. I just want to highlight, well, that might have just a month ago or a lot's changed then. So go in and check. And where you should be heading is the configure button up the top right. So you go to the Breeze Agent Marketplace or whatever it's called, you install an agent, and then you can configure it. So we've got an example here of just running the Company Research Agent. We just ran it on the HubShots domain to see what it gave back, and you can see beautiful report, gives you all the characteristics and audiences and what sets us apart and all that. That's great. You've been able to do that with tons of other tools. Like that's not new as a concept, right? But what is really nice is how it's integrated in HubSpot now. You just head up to configure, and then not only can you easily change the instructions, but you can change what it does and what it's triggered on. So for example, we now run Company Agent on form submits, specific form submits. So I've got an example in the screen, in the show notes. Someone books in for a quick check, HubShots quick check, run the agent, and then there's an add to note action that you can add. So it'll just run, trigger automatically, and then it adds a note against that contact, adds a note with all the findings of that Company Research Agent. Now, that won't work if they've just kind of filled in the form with a Gmail address because it won't know the associated company. But if there is a company email, then it finds the company domain and sets that up. So the summary, I think this is just another example of incremental improvement. You just apply this to your processes. It just becomes a normal part of everyday work. Company Research Agent, yeah, of course that runs. And there's also very similar things in AI actions in workflows. We're not going to chat about that today, where it's not quite Company Research Agent, but you can actually look for company ICP details or company news. And that's part of a workflow that you can add as notes as well. So that's separate, but yeah, Company Research Agent, check it out. And I think the main takeaway is, yep, you can trigger it based on criteria. It doesn't have to be manually
Craig,
run.
Yep. You know what? This agent, okay, so I'll tell you, this is also a really core issue, right? There are a few businesses we work with where the CEO has executive assistants. This is all they do.
Yes.
They prepare these Word docs with what the company agent's doing before they're going to have a meeting with someone.
Yeah.
So I can see this being a massive time saver.
Exactly.
When it comes to life in general.